All right, we're back on the Morning Brew with Friends with our friends Lori Oliver and Phil Shortell, who are in the Souvenir at the Adobe Theater. It's one of the great shows they have there. And this one just sounds like so much fun because I love opera. I can't sing. And I think I may take after kind of the woman who you are playing.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about this, because it's about Florence Foster Jenkins, who was maybe the best or the best worst opera singer.
Probably the best worst opera singer.
I think the worst.
The worst.
I think we really went all the way there.
But she did it with so much feeling, and she was so earnest about it.
Sometimes it's okay if it's bad if you love it.
No.
No.
It's bad. She could not carry a tune.
Oh, man.
One of the lines that I have is, she had no voice, she had no ear, she had no musicianship.
Oh.
Yet she went out and she performed.
That's amazing. So how did a play come to be written about her, and how did you guys end up getting into doing the play yourselves?
My acting coach, probably 3 or 4 years ago, approached me about doing it, and then she ended up not doing it. But I fell in love with the script, and we ended up proposing it.
Is it a comedy or is it just
Oh,
funny
I would
because
call it
it's
a comedy.
okay?
I would call it a comedy with some very poignant moments in it.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And she was a full, maybe dilettante might not be the right word, but she was
I
certainly
wouldn't call her a
wealthy.
dilettante, because a dilettante means somebody that's just playing around with something.
Right.
She was
didn't play
very
around.
serious
She
about
was
her music.
deadly earnest and deadly awful.
And there's a picture of
That's Lori.
That's
That would
you
be
in the
me.
show.
That's
Yes.
in one of the, similar to one of the iconic costumes that Florence would wear.
That's excellent.
When she did her recitals.
That's excellent. So did she come from money, married money?
She was born to money.
Okay.
Wanted to pursue music. Her father disowned her for a while, and after
Because
his
she sang
death, she
badly?
inherited everything. Well, I mean, it was you're ridiculous. You can't sing, and he wasn't willing to support that, and so she left and actually taught music for a while.
Wow.
And after his death, she inherited a lot of money. Lived at the Ritz-Carlton. Can you imagine?
Wow.
And,
No, I can't. Especially back in the day when it was
right.
the Ritz. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
exactly.
And she was quite wealthy, and had all of these societies that she was part of, that did charity work, and people loved this woman. She didn't know they were laughing at her, but
Just a
she
bunch
was
of
so
sycophants who were
earnest.
after the money.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even really say that, because most of them were wealthy themselves.
Right. Right.
And they put on these shows and just raised money for various charities.
Right.
And the story is that, originally the seats were $2.40. But she did many of them and raised significant amounts of money for a lot of
So it wasn't all
different-
for naught.
No.
Yeah.
People loved her.
So how does your character Cosmo fit into this?
Cosme shows up. She needs an accompanist.
Okay.
And Cosme needs a job.
And he's a real character.
He's a real person.
Real guy.
Actually,
The
was her
name
accompanist.
Cosme McMoon, which sounds like a name that somebody made up.
Right.
But it's not. He was a real person. He was born in Mexico.
Musician himself.
He's a concert pianist.
Okay.
He's a concert pianist, born in Mexico, moved to San Antonio as a child, and then shows up in New York in the 20s trying to make his way.
And he stumbles into meeting Florence.
He stumbles in, according to the play,
Okay.
he stumbles in through his relationship with her nephew. Okay, and so they come together, and then they are together from that point for 12 years, where he just continues to try to keep her as safe as possible, to do as many things as possible without being embarrassed as much as it should have been.
Right. So I got to ask, how hard is it to sing badly?
Oh,
And can
it
you
is-
give us like a couple of quick notes of singing badly? I mean, I could do it. I'm really
it's
good at singing
tremendously
badly,
It
but
takes so much concentration.
does it?
It takes so much
Is
concentration.
it like when you read something badly, that's badly written, and then when you write like that badly written thing? So when you sing something that's badly sung, you can't sing a tune again? Does it just
Well,
wreck you?
thankfully, I am able to switch, because I do get to sing with my own voice at the end.
When she's
Oh,
dead.
good.
Once she's dead.
Right.
She gets to
Imagining what maybe she would have sounded, what she thought she sounded like.
Right. And you've been a
So-
musician forever. You have
I
that.
have. I studied opera, which is where I first
Yes.
heard about her.
Was she a joke in opera school, or was she like a person who people really appreciated?
Oh, I was working with my accompanist in Santa Fe on The Queen of the Night as I was getting ready to audition for apprentice programs, and he said, "You have to hear this woman." And he started playing her version. She actually made many records, and they sold.
Wow.
And he plays this recording of The Queen of the Night, and I'm like, oh my.
Is she
Wow.
just off key? Is she off?
Yes.
off? Can she keep the melody?
No.
Not really.
Can she find the beat?
Could
She
not.
can neither keep melody nor time.
It's a. There's a line. An artist must claim some latitude.
Oh yes, of course.
And Cosme, of course, is constantly trying to say, no, it's a C. It's a C.
Isn't that what I say?
Guide her
Yes.
through the whole thing.
Right.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome. So what the show will be going at? It's at the Adobe.
It's at the
And it
Adobe.
will be through March 15th.
Yes, we open this Friday, the
Excellent.
20th, and we run through the 15th of March.
Excellent.
And Fridays and Saturdays, Sundays, and we have a couple Thursday
A
performances.
couple of Thursdays in there.
What's
Gotta be a blast.
what's our special Thursday
Oh,
performance?
come on now. You're putting me on the spot here.
I know.
You couldn't
Well,
have
you're
asked me
the
before we got
president,
on the air.
Well, we'll come back.
Yeah.
You can always find all of it at the Adobe Theater's website. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes, though. You guys stick around with more on the Morning Brew
Sure.
with friends.
Okay.